Hello, my name is Jordan Dabney, and this is the video portion of the interview. I'm going to be answering the 6 questions you guys provided on the website. And yes, I guess I'll start with question one. It talks about talking about yourself, so I guess I'll give you guys let you know a little bit about me. So I went to school at Christopher Newport University. During that time, I was also in the Air Force National Guard. So I have a bachelor's degree. I am currently in school getting my master's in cybersecurity at ODU. I plan to be finished with that later this year. Some hobbies I have. I enjoy playing basketball recreationally. I just play for fun, pick up. I just enjoy spending family time with my family, my son, things like that. I'm a gamer. I love to game in my free time. I love taking hikes. I just like being outside, anything with nature, especially like this time of year when the weather feels nice. So things like that. My favorite food, I love breakfast food. And my favorite TV show, all time I have to say, is The Big Bang Theory. Very underrated, very good show. Just very good comfort show. 3 words that my friends would use to describe me and why. I would say, for one, they would say I'm reliable. Anything they need, anything, any type of situation, I'm there. Any circumstance, I'm there. I always show up, whether that's they need help or just like in life events such as like graduations or marriages or anything like that. They always can count on me to be there, without a doubt. And if I truly can't make it, it's truly something. It has to be an emergency for me not to make it something like a life event like that. Friends, family, I always show up for them no matter what, any circumstance. So it kind of goes hand in hand. What else they would say? I'd probably say I'm very loyal, maybe to a fault, but very loyal. I always ride or die for my loved ones, my family, my friends. I'm a firm believer in that. If I love you, and we in this thing together forever, you know what I'm saying? So let's see. They would also probably say that I'm very friendly. I view myself as like an introverted person, but for some reason I have tons of friends. I guess just my calm personality, I'm able to get along with everybody. And for that, I guess I have a lot of friends, good conversationalists, and I guess my characteristics people find attractive. I'm not sure, but I would label myself as an introvert, but they would also say I'm friendly because I guess I have a lot of friends. So why I'm interested in working for Water Lantern Festival? I would say because during my time in the Air Force, I had a customer service based job, and what that entailed was a lot of times event coordination. So we had to put together a lot of events for the military, things of that nature, family days, and I'm not gonna lie, I really thoroughly enjoyed doing that. That was probably one of my favorite parts of the actual job. Was the event coordination part, just putting together an event, seeing it from start to finish, and seeing everybody enjoy, knowing that you was a part of that, is just it's a feeling that's indescribable. So I would say that's probably my favorite part, and it's a lot to, and I see that's what that correlates to a lot of what you guys do for your job. My responsibility is that if I got that job would be kind of what I did with the military, and so it kind of goes hand in hand. And I enjoyed it so much that I would not mind, working for your company and doing that as well. So that was one of the biggest things that intrigued me when I first saw it. I instantly gravitated towards it due to the fact that I remembered my time in the Air Force, and I just really enjoyed event coordination, and like I said, start to finish, seeing something that you had a part in, and seeing the everybody enjoy themselves and how it goes, if it goes smoothly, knowing that you was a part of that. So yes, that was one of the biggest reasons why I wanted to apply for this, and that I want to be a part of you guys' company. My greatest strength, I would say, like I alluded to earlier, probably be my ability just to get along with everybody. I have a very calm, peaceful personality. I'm not really into drama. I just very calm. No matter personality, I just find myself getting along with it. I'm just a very unproblematic person. Something I don't really deal with is like drama and stuff like that. That's not me. I'm just very peaceful type guy. I would say that's probably my biggest strength is, and so that means I'm able to work with anybody, any type of person you pair me with, we're going to do fine together. No matter personality, no matter what we have differences. So I think that's a very important aspect of working event coordination, being able to work in teams, especially with people you may not be too fond of. My greatest weakness, I would say, is I have a tendency to, when I have a task, I feel like I just have to complete it no matter what. And sometimes, like the job I have now involves a lot of problem solving. So sometimes when I can't figure it out at work, I just go home and I think about it. It consumes me until I finally figure out. I would say that's probably my biggest weakness. I have to get better about that. It's just when I have a task, I have to complete it, and I'm just going to constantly think about it till it's done. But I'm working on that one. I would say that's probably my biggest weakness. And the time that I demonstrated leadership, like I said earlier, in the Air Force, when I was part of the Air Force, a lot of times we had to do event coordination, and for one particular event, we were short-staffed, and I was the highest ranking person available for this drill weekend. All the other sergeants and people above me, they were either out or they had other tasks they had to do, something more important than what we had to do. So I was tasked with coordinating the Family Day event, spearheading that. So I really had a good time doing that. I got everything together. I stayed within our funds that we was allocated, things like that. I had to delegate different jobs to lower ranking airmen at the time, and just coordinating everything, getting everything put together. And it ended up being a very good event. It's like one of the higher airmen did it. They wouldn't be surprised if this a staff sergeant did it. They wouldn't even know the difference. That's how good it went. And I had, like I said, a very good time just planning, executing, and just seeing it come to life. I had the time of my life doing that. So I would say that was one of my bigger leadership roles when it comes to event coordination. That kind of correlates to you guys' job. I had other leadership roles, such as I was deployed in Romania this past year, and being the only person from my job within like 1,000-mile radius. So I had the only POC point for the military, so kind of doing stuff like that. But I would say, as far as event coordination, the leading, being like the leader, the spearheading the event coordinate, the Family Day events, when I was in the Air Force, probably would be my biggest leadership role as it correlates to this role right here. But I'm going to conclude this part of the interview. Thank you guys for taking the time to read my resume and look at this video, and hope to talk to you guys soon. Thank you.